Welcome back to CCNA Before 2020. Today I will be going through the review questions at the end of Chapter 1. These questions are designed to test your understanding of this chapter's material. You can find these questions at the end of Chapter 1 on page 35 in the book CCNA Routing and Switching Study Guide. Let's get started. Number 1. Which of the following statements is or are true with regard to the device shown below, which is a hub? A. It includes one collision domain and one broadcast domain. B. One collision domain, 10 broadcast domains. C. 10 collision domains, one broadcast domain. D. One collision domain and 10 broadcast domains. Or E. 10 collision domains and 10 broadcast domains. The correct answer is A. It includes one collision domain and one broadcast domain. The device shown is a hub, and hubs place all ports in the same broadcast domain and the same collision domain. Number 2. With respect to the OSI model, which of the following are correct statements about PDUs? A. A segment contains IP addresses. B. A packet contains IP addresses. C. A segment contains MAC addresses. Or D. A packet contains MAC addresses. The correct answer is B. A packet contains IP addresses. The contents of the Protocol Data Unit, PDU, depend on the PDU as they are created in a specific order and their contents are based on that order. A packet will contain IP addresses but not MAC addresses, as MAC addresses are not present until the PDU becomes a frame. Number 3. You are the Cisco administrator for your company. A new branch office is opening and you are selecting the necessary hardware to support the network. There will be 2 groups of computers, each organized by department. The sales group computers will be assigned IP addresses ranging from 192.168.1.2 to 192.168.1.50. The accounting group will be assigned IP addresses ranging from 10.0.0.2 to 10.0.0.50. What type of device should you select to connect the 2 groups of computers so that the data communication can occur? A. A hub. B. A switch. C. A router. Or D. A bridge. The correct answer is C. Router. You should select a router to connect the 2 groups. When computers are in different subnets, as these 2 are, you will require a device that can make decisions based on IP addresses. Routers operate at Layer 3 of the Open Systems Interconnect (OSI) model and make data forwarding decisions based on Layer 3 networking information, which are IP addresses. They create routing tables that guide them in forwarding traffic out of the proper interface to the proper subnet. Number 4. The most effective way to mitigate congestion on a local area network would be to A. Upgrade the network cards. B. Change the cabling to Cat6. C. Replace the hubs with switches. Or D. Upgrade the CPUs in the routers. The correct answer is C. Replace the hubs with switches. Replacing the hub with a switch would reduce collision and retransmission, which would have the most impact on reducing congestion. Number 5. In the work area below, draw a line from the OSI model layer to its PDU. On the layer side, we have transport, data link, physical, and network. On the description side, we have bits, segment, packet, and frame. The transport layer uses segments, the data link layer uses frames, the physical layer uses bits, and the network layer uses packets. In the diagram below, what procedure is shown? correct answer is C, TCP handshake. The diagram depicts the 3 steps taken to create a TCP connection. Number 7, you need to provide network connectivity to 150 client computers that will reside in the same sub-network, and each client computer must be allocated dedicated bandwidth. Which device should you use to accomplish the task? A hub, B, a switch, C, router, or D, bridge? The correct answer is B, a switch. You should use a switch to accomplish the tasks in this scenario. A switch is used to provide dedicated bandwidth to each node by eliminating the possibility of collisions on the switch port where the node resides. Switches work at layer 2 in the Open Systems Interconnection OSI model and perform the functions of separating collision domains. Number 8. In the work area below, drag the OSI model layer on the left to its description on the right. The layer list on the left includes transport, physical, data link, and network layers. On the right, the description includes framing, end-to-end connection, routing, and conversion to bits. Transport is end-to-end connection, the physical layer is conversion to bits, data link layer is framing, and network is routing. Number 9, what feature of TCP is illustrated below? A, flow control, B, UDP handshake, C, TCP handshake, or D, reliable delivery? The correct answer is D, reliable delivery. Reliable data delivery ensures the integrity of a stream of data sent from one machine to the other through a fully functional data link. It guarantees that the data won't be duplicated or lost. This is achieved through something called positive acknowledgement with retransmission, a technique that requires a receiving machine to communicate with the transmitting source by sending an acknowledgement message based on the window size back to the sender when it receives data. Number 10. Which of the following is an example of a routed protocol? A, EIGRP, B, IP, C, OSPF, or D, BGP? The correct answer is B, IP. Protocols used to support data traffic are called routed protocols, and some key examples of them include IP and IPv6. Number 11. Which of the following is not a function carried out on the application layer of the OSI model? A, email, B, data translation and code formatting, C, file transfers, or D, client-server processes? The correct answer is B, data translation and code formatting. Data translation and code formatting occur on the presentation layer of the OSI model. Number 12. Which of the following layers of the OSI model was later subdivided into 2 layers? A, presentation, B, transport, C, data link, or D, physical? The correct answer is C, data link. The Ethernet data link has 2 sublayers, the Media Access Control, or MAC, and the Logical Link Control, or LLC. 13. What feature of the TCP is illustrated below? Is it A, flow control, B, windowing, C, TCP handshake, or D, reliable delivery? The correct answer is B, windowing. Windows are used to control the amount of outstanding, unacknowledged data segments. In the diagram, a window size of 3 has been agreed upon by the stations. Number 14. An example of a device that operates on the physical layer is A, hub, B. Switch, C. Router, or D. Bridge? The correct answer is A. hub. Hubs operate on the physical layer as they have no intelligence and send all traffic in all directions. Number 15. Which of the following is not a benefit of using a reference model? A. Divides the network communication process into smaller and simpler components. B. Encourages industry standardization. C. Enforces consistency across vendors. Or D. Allows various types of network hardware and software to communicate. The correct answer is C. Enforces consistency across vendors. While it is true that the OSI model's primary purpose is to allow different vendors' networks to interoperate, there is no requirement that any vendor follows the model. Number 16. Which of the following statements is not true with regard to routers? A. They forward broadcasts by default. B. They can filter the network based on network layer information. C. They perform path selection. Or D. They perform packet switching. The correct answer is A. They perform broadcasts by default. Routers by default do not forward broadcasts. Number 17, fill in the blank. Switches break up blank domains and routers break up blank domains. Is it A, switches break up broadcast domains and routers break up broadcast domains? B, switches break up collision domains and routers break up collision domains? C, switches break up collision domains and routers break up broadcast domains? Or D, switches break up broadcast domains and routers break up collision domains? The correct answer is C, collisions and broadcast. Switches create separate collision domains within a single broadcast domain. Routers provide a separate broadcast domain for each interface. Number 18. How many collision domains are present in the diagram below? 8, 9, 10, or 11? The correct answer is B, 9. The all-hub network at the bottom is one collision domain. The bridge network on the top equals 3 collision domains. Add the switch network of 5 collision domains, 1 for each switch port, and you get a total of 9. Number 19. Which of the following layers of the OSI model is not involved in defining how the applications within the end stations will communicate with each other as well as with users? A. Transport, B. Application, C. Presentation, or D. Session? The correct answer is A. Transport. The top 3 layers define how the applications within the end stations will communicate with each other as well as with users. Number 20. Which of the following is the only device that operates at all layers of the OSI model? A. Network host, B. Switch, C. Router, or D. Bridge? The correct answer is A. Network hosts. The following network devices operate at all 7 layers of the OSI model: network management stations, gateway, not default gateways, servers, and network hosts.